What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. And today, as you know, if you follow this channel, I'm extremely indecisive. I just did a video, probably before this it'll get posted, where I took my 4-gallon 5-horsepower shop vac, my wet or dry shop vac. I had bought a 50-foot hose. I tested it out. Everything was great with it. The issue that I had with this is that I couldn't find a way that I felt happy with and OCD-rific with to handle the hose. If I had it up there, it was taken away from storage. I had it drooping here and then going around here, and then it was taking away room down there, and it looked stupid. I didn't like it. It was just too bulky, so it just, you know, fizzled out real quick. I'm keeping the vacuum obviously up there. I can have that attachment if I need the vacuum, and I could just pull it down. So I still have the vacuum, probably not getting rid of it just yet, but what I decided I wanted to do is I wanted a wall-mounted vacuum system. Now, in complete transparency, I ordered 2 wall-mount vacuum systems. I researched a bunch. There was another VacMaster Beast, or I forget what it was, but it just seemed like it came too far out of the wall. If you do follow, like I said, I have a Master Blaster 8-horsepower blower here, and the plan that I'm thinking is to utilize this space here, remove that, utilize this space for a vacuum. Probably move my flag down a little bit because I've got some space, and just have a vacuum on the wall. So what intrigued me about this was the design. Now, this is an Amazon awesome little vacuum, but the cool thing about it is it has a hose that apparently can go from 8 feet to 40 feet. It expands, but it contracts. So that's pretty cool. I liked the idea of that, but built into the actual design, it's a wall mount, remember that. Built into the actual design is a hose holder that goes over it. So it's a compact unit. It's obviously compact. Look at the size of it. The reviews say good suction power. The reviews say that people really like it, so I bought it. Then I started finding things about the Bissell Garage Pro, and then I found the Griot's Garage makes a wall mount vacuum, which is pretty much the Bissell Garage Pro at a much cheaper price. So I put the Griot's Garage on order. That will be another video. What I'm going to do today, before I even mount this, is I'm going to open this, try to put it together, and I'm just going to test it. I'm going to see how I would like it. I'm not committing to wall mounting anything until I decide which one is going to be best for me and best for the channel. So this part of the video that I'm filming is unboxing this, testing it out so I can see suction real quick. Probably pick up, you know, a couple little, I don't really have a unkept garage, but just to see how I would feel as far as suction power goes. And then when a new one comes within a week, I'll film that second part of that, and I'll decide at the end of this video which one's actually going to get wall mounted and which one's getting returned, because I'm not keeping 2 wall mounted vacuums. So let's open this up, let's see what we got here, and maybe you'll get some information about 2 of the vacuums and decide that you might want one of the other one that I don't want, or who knows, maybe you'll want both. You might be that guy. So let's see. Look at that, that was nice. Open sesame. You know what's so weird? I just bought something like this and I was gonna return it and I hated it. Right here. I swear, you can't even make this up. In the picture, it was a black wand, and I'm like, oh, I'm so upset because I wanted this one. And it's like a long crevice tool. Will I use it often? Probably not. This one doesn't, I mean, it is cold. This one feels a little bit more pliable, but like I said, it's kind of cold. So it's got this gigantic freaking crevice tool. Well, that's cool. And the cool thing about this thing is apparently it's got some kind of mount for the ability to do the floor. Hello, get up there. Which I'm assuming that's where that's going to come in. This is what the unit looks like. So, quick explanation. It's a central vac unit. So if you ever seen a house that had a central vac system, it ends up there's a little tiny compartment here that comes down, and you just take the hose off. It'll already be plugged in, and basically at that point I have a vacuum that I could just plug the hose in and I'm good. This would be for the floor. I'm obviously saving the box because, you know, The good thing with Amazon is returns are extremely, extremely easy. I do keep pretty much everything I purchase, but I know going into this that something is getting returned. So this is the hose, and this is why I'm hoping that this works out. This is 8 feet of hose, but it's very pliable. But if you could see, it can expand up to 40 feet. So basically all I would have to do is take this off of the actual vacuum, plug it into the central vac area, and essentially it's already plugged and I turn it on. When I'm done, I put the hose back out. It could not be a more simple operation, which is kind of what I'm hoping for. I don't know about you guys, but I can't stand this. I've had nightmares about stuff like that. But, you know. Oh, damn it. Hate it. It sounds like shit. It's annoying. Wow, this is a stupid light vacuum. There's the flap. Okay. That's really it. That's unbelievable. I'm gonna need to vacuum my table by the time I'm done with this video. So I'm gonna have to wipe this all down and clean it, but essentially, this is kind of cool. So that just does that ditty here. I guess it'll, okay, so that comes out. It's not a huge vacuum bag, but again, you know, how much stuff are you pulling out of the car? How often are you actually vacuuming? Which I don't think it'll be that often. This piece is gonna go on top, like this here, and the hose just basically drapes over this. And I think, yeah, there's room inside for accessories and stuff, which is kind of cool because I'm gonna have my own accessories, likely my own crevice tools that I'm hoping made up to it, because, you know, that's just how I'm gonna roll. But I'm gonna see what it does on the floor. I want to just put it here. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it right here. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it somewhere, and I'm gonna film it. So let's see what it does. You know, I'm actually really excited about this. This hose doesn't feel too bad. It definitely has a lot of extension. What I can tell you that I really like is the new accessory I just purchased, the one I'm like the most excited about. I like having a small crevice tool. I know it takes a little bit longer, but for me, with my vacuuming skills, or lack thereof, I like to concentrate like this. I don't know what it is. I mean, I still have other accessories, but this is the best. But to me, these accessories are the best. So no matter how the hose is oriented, I can spin this, which I think is incredible because I can turn it any which way I want. So far, with the flexibility of this hose and how it looks and everything, I'm thinking this might be some kind of cool winner. It just all comes down to suction power. So basically what you do is you're going to take this, whenever you're ready, you just slide that in. That's pretty much it. Now I got a hose attached. It's all plugged in. I got this. We're just going to try this out for shits and giggles. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't fall, and hopefully it's not too loud. Whoa. Okay. It moved, but it's really not that loud. It almost fell, but it didn't. Whoa, that's serious. Wow, hold on. Oh my god. That's some serious suction, man. I'm telling you. Like, easily. It's like taking up some of my cat's hair off the ground. Are you joking? You gotta be kidding me right now. That's microfiber that just came off of this. I mean, obviously, once it's... I don't have a way of... Once it's pulled on the wall, I'll be able to do what I gotta do and, like, pull it longer. Yo! Is this like one of those hidden gems that people just don't talk about? Are you kidding me right now? Hold on, I gotta check something else. We gotta try this out too. So this is another situation here, right? Let's try that out. Hopefully. Turn it on. Obviously it's not as, it's definitely picking up things. It's obviously not as concentrated. I mean, you really can't expect it to be, but if you see, I don't know if you can see little things being picked up here. I can't, oh, here we go. Here's something. I mean, it's picking up some glitter, and it's got some bristles on here. I mean, it's catching more than it's picking up a little bit. I'm not really a big fan of like attachments like this. I mean, I guess being able to do the garage floor with this is a cool option. But I'm sorry, like this is pretty cool. And then when you're done, you just take that off. You're gonna drape that over here. Like obviously while it's on the wall, it's good, and you just shut it. So obviously it did pick up some dust. There's some dirts in there. And then that shuts. And if you look at the form factor on this, like this is pretty thin. I mean, you know, most anybody with a garage wall is going to be able to mount that. What I was concerned about was the width here, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be a big deal. This might be a really cool solution because at the end of the day, everything is right by the door. So now if I want to, I've got access to the Trackhawk, or I got access to my wife's new Kia, or the Tahoe, or anybody's stuff basically at that point. But yeah, this is surprisingly impressive. Surprisingly, like, was not expecting the sucking power to pull off tiles. I mean, anybody that knows these kinds of floors knows that they don't really come up that easy, like especially when it's being sucked up. That's pretty friggin' cool. But yeah, this is what it is. The new package should ship and come hopefully within the next week or two. I'm gonna keep this on the side for now. Like I said, I'm not gonna mount this just yet. We're gonna get more in-depth on that if we decide that this is the one to mount. This is kind of interesting. The thing I didn't like about the one I had over there is it's got an inappropriate bend. It's got a very inappropriate bend, but it seems like for in between your seats, holy Christ, seems like for in between your seats, once it's not bent like that, I'm gonna leave it with something on it to try to flatten it out. But this could be a very useful tool to get in between, especially with my kids who like to throw french fries and food all over the flipping place. So that's a cool thing. Yeah, so far extremely impressed. We're starting out this video pretty damn awesome. The next clip you're going to see is the other vacuum cleaner. We'll check out the accessories. We'll see how that does. We'll see what that looks like, and then we'll be able to pick and choose which one of these two. That's the ability we're going to have at the end of this video. On to the next vacuum. Alright guys, full transparency mode. This took way longer to get than I anticipated. So I had filmed the first half of this video that you just got done watching on that wall mount, and this was like a month later, 3 weeks to 4 weeks later. This is what's confusing. This is a Bissell Garage Pro. I ordered this on Griot's Garage website, and it wasn't labeled as a Bissell. It was, like, they were trying to make it seem like this is marketing as a Griot's product. It's actually a Bissell. I'm kind of upset because on Amazon, the Bissell Garage Pro was listed at like $300 something. Right now it's listed as $200. I don't know if it's just a temporary thing, but the one on Griot's is listed as for $249. So that's ridiculous. So what is there, a $50 markup? What did they, like, order it from Amazon and then re-ship it to me? Like, I don't know what's going on. Either way, I'm going to test this out, and we're going to know if the Bissell Garage Pro is going to work for me. I'm sure it's going to be fine. performance-wise, but we're gonna see size-wise and how it would mount, if it's gonna work for the garage. And then we're gonna make a decision whether or not this one's gonna stay here or this one's gonna stay here. This one's obviously gonna be more compact, but what I really like about this is this doesn't have bags. This actually has a unit on the bottom. I'm gonna get into that in a second, but let's start opening this up. So it comes with a pretty decent amount of hose, as you can see, and it's not really a super flexible feeling hose, so that's slightly concerning. The actual unit itself is fairly large, and more attachment crevices attach, and then not sure what in God's green earth that is. So this has a nice finish to it. It's got like a metallic finish. The on-off button's got some protection. Water tank full, power, dry tank full. So it's a wet or dry vac. Like I said, this hangs out on the bottom, and you're just gonna open to remove. So it's a bagless system, which is kind of damn cool. There's some extended things which I don't need. So inside here is where all the other stuff goes. This mounts to the wall, so you could mount the hose next to it, which is kind of cool. More attachments for the floor, which again, I'm not going to need. This piece, I guess, just funnels everything. I don't know why it's just strewn out in there like that. That's cool. At least they give you mollies to mount it all. Oh, I guess it was all supposed to be in there. Yeah. Cool packaging. Alright, so what we're going to do to test this is hook this back up. Just let it sit there. We're going to hook the hose up and we're going to turn it on and just see what kind of suction it gets. Okay, so I want to talk about this. This is, I'm assuming, it's a vac and a blow. So I'm assuming because this has no locking mechanism that this is the vac. So I guess the assumption is that this is just going to be, there's going to be so much suction coming in, this isn't going to come off. But without that, say, because the hose is so rigid, if I bump into it, I'm not even joking. Like, look, if it just moves, it just comes off and goes flipping flying. Not for $200 it's supposed to do that. Like, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I'm gonna see how it does while it's on. But then, and here's the blower portion. Now, see this? So this goes in here, right? It's hard to do with one hand. And it twists. So this ain't coming out unless you want it to. Why was it so difficult to put that there and not here? I'm just curious, but let's give it a fair shake. Also, the material feels like cheap plastic. Like, I mean, overall, it kind of looks cool, but it just feels like cheap-ass plastic. There's some debris here. So let's turn it on. Let's see what it sounds like. Hopefully it's not too loud. So let's see what we got here. Pick it up. I mean, the suction's good. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, actually. I mean, it feels like it's wanting to lift. Here's the real test. Is this gonna come out? No, it's not. So doesn't come out. But that's blowing some pretty good air out of there. Power's on, and then you can turn it off. And I guess if you look inside, you can see some of the stuff I already picked up. I don't know now. I mean, this bothers me when it goes in, but I can always get it set up, and then once it's turned on, it's turned on. But it's just really annoying that it's like that. Like, why couldn't you have... I don't know. Whatever. So the main issue is going to be which one is going to fit better with my my setup here. So this one, like I said, this has, if you remember, a very low profile. It's got some serious length hose that extends when you use it, and it's very small. For what it is, it's very small. That thing, I don't even know, like, is this gonna be an issue? Is it gonna be annoying? It's definitely heavier. Definitely heavier. I mean, it's not gonna be this high, but this is how I would have to have it on the wall. It would have to be, it would have to be like this. So, I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal. Now here's the other one. Look at that. This thing, serious. It's like a serious thing. I'm gonna tell you, fellas, I think this might be the one to do because of space. It doesn't stand out as much. It's not gonna be as annoying. And I just don't know if I'm gonna love the other way it mounts. Like, yeah, this pressure fits in there, but I'm gonna show you. You just put the hose right in, but the way it goes in, it's like, that's like, look, the whole thing, I can lift it up. That's a secure connection. You understand? That's secure. Let's turn this back on. I'm not gonna lie, like, it feels like this has more suction. I think this thing has more suction. I think we're gonna go with this one, because you know what I like about it? You just take off that, shut that, and then it's got that piece that's gonna sit on top of it to put the hose. It's so small, and then you got the bag set up in here. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to go through bags, but I mean, for me, for like a high flow shop or something, this Garage Pro, probably the way to go. But there's just something about the design with this. Maybe if they made this, listen to it. It just, it reeks of cheap, and it's from Bissell. I'm so confused. I'm just so confused, but I'm returning that. I'm returning that. I am. This one was a little bit less money too, oddly enough, and I feel like it's a little bit better made. So let's get this installed. Let's see how this works. So I'm gonna show you real quick. We're gonna mount it here, and I'm gonna show you why. That's ridiculous. I had a decibel level meter reader thing here, and I guess the double-sided tape didn't love this. I'll have to fix this when I move out, whatever. But this just gonna go on here. I'm gonna take my level real quick. Now I just want to show you, I don't really particularly like these mollies that came with that. I have been using these from Home Depot. I've really liked them so much more because I could just screw them in by hand. So I just gotta make a little tiny little poke with the screwdriver, put the 4 of them in, and it was just kind of sort of a happy coincidence that, you know, it's the same size screw head I checked. So it'll work with this. I got lucky with that. And I'm gonna basically just go over this and have it so that I'm around this disaster. And then I found out that there's another hole here somewhere, right here. So I'm gonna put another drywall anchor up there so that it's anchored there and in 4 spots here, just so that it's doing the most, okay? So I'll be right back. This looks like complete doggy poo-poo, but this is seriously in there. And I got another one in there, but what we're gonna do is put this up and then put the screw through it. And you're gonna see what that looks like right now. Okay, so this is how it sits right now. I was gonna lower it a little bit more, but I don't know. I just didn't want to have an issue where I was getting too close to this. This is the only thing left to do. I'm gonna get some more of these type of things, but thicker, bigger, so that I could kind of guide it so it stays on the wall and away from the moving assembly of this. But it does work, and it's on there rock solid. We've got 1 point here and 4 points on the bottom. What I want to test out real quick is this. Let's plug it back in. We're gonna turn it on and we're gonna see how I can walk away with it. That's my only fear, is that like, obviously, you know, it'll extend. I mean, we're going. It's coming. It's coming. It's still coming. But it's attaching onto my clothes. But the problem is, you know, you're gonna want to make sure you're not hitting your paint with this thing. So it's not like, you know, don't use it without using your brain. You know, it's gonna extend. It'll definitely extend, but you might want to step on it and then extend it. Maybe a little bit like that, and it'll still go. My thing is going to be, am I going to be able to, like, you see how it'll go hit the car? I don't know what that's gonna, what's the solution? But like I said, I'm not getting rid of my wet or dry vac. I still have my attachments. I'm gonna keep everything, but it's there if I need it. That's just more of a convenience thing. So thanks to the power of editing and a couple days lapsed time and Amazon being such baller ass delivery experts, we've got 2 boxes here to open up to add to the end of this video, and we've got this product here, which is a cable clip. I'll link in the description below. Let me show you what this did. So like I said, I wanted the cord to not be having any issues. It just so happened to be a draw of luck that I had enough cord where it's not going to be strangling itself here. I don't have any tension on it here, and these clips are actually, pretty huge. Double-sided tape. I probably could have did a better job, but I didn't want to screw up messing with things. I'm probably going to lower that clip just a tad. On to the last problem. This looks like the exact size hole for a central vacuum system. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. As I was mentioning, the hose is great. It can extend from the 8 feet that you get to a 40-foot hose, but the problem with that is that when you're talking 40 feet extended, as soon as you let go, because of the suction on the hose, it's going to contract, and now you're risking putting scratches and banging into your paint, bumpers, undercarriage. It's just not going to be, well, just a spin, I'm going to get dizzy. It's not going to be a pleasant hose to work with. So what I'm going to try to do, or what I'm hoping, right there, 2 boxes. Cen-Tec makes central vacuum type hoses. Well, they make, you know, replacement hoses for pretty much every vacuum. You might have seen the video before this where I had a 50-foot hose. I actually ended up returning that because I was looking for a wall vacuum, but I did learn a lot from that. So what we're going to do is I have two Cen-Tec systems. They're both 30 feet. I just didn't know which one I would like the most. One's orange, one's, I think, black, possibly, or one might not be orange, one might be black. It says it's black, it could be orange, it could be gray. I don't even remember what color I ordered, to be honest with you. I believe one was maybe just a hose, and the other one I got maybe because it was some kind of like kit thing. I don't particularly remember. So, let's see. Okay. So, we got same type of hose. This one looked like it had attachments for the ends, which I'm hoping for, but this looks like this could be, this looks like this could work. So let's just see. This has like a metal ring in it. Yep. I'll be damned. That one in there snug as a bug. Now look at the difference with 30 feet of hose that's relaxed. Do you see how it's not gonna attack my car? Now literally, every which way I would need this to go. Even if the car is over here, I've got tons of room to do this full car. So what I'm gonna check real quick, just to make sure I'm not losing my mind. I'm just gonna check now, because my Tahoe is in the driveway. I just wanna see how much, room I would have to pull out the hose. I mean, I can go all the way out to here, which means easily on the inside, and that's on the other side of the vehicle. I think 30 feet was the magical number. And it's maneuverable. Oh yeah, come on. This is crazy. This is great. Yeah. Yeah, like I'm all the way to the street. And let's turn it on and just verify suction. Make sure it's pushed in and go on. Good. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. Alright, so we're getting a little bit of custom stuff going on here. This is kind of cool. It just feels like, you ever see like a sorority or a fraternity, like they have like ass smacking paddle things? Like that's cool, but it's a crevice tool. I guess that's pretty cool. Anyway, so this piece came with it, and it was supposed to be like this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mount this upside down, and I'm gonna do a little custom thingamajigger with something like this. To do that though, I'm not using these holes. I'm gonna use this hole, and I'm gonna make another hole underneath it. So I'm gonna drill a little hole, and then I'm gonna use these beefy ass drywall anchors that I like, because I mean it's just a hose. I know 30 feet is gonna work, so now I just need to arrange it the way I need it to. So let me show you how that's going to turn out. Well, this is what I ended up doing, just so you could see. It doesn't obstruct my door opener, and I'm going to tuck it a little bit better. I got a little thing that'll push this over more, so it won't even mess with my hose reel, which, you know, funny enough, I don't even really use this that much as often as I used to, only when I could do the pressure washer. So what I did was I got a little bracket, I drywall anchored it to the wall there, and I used the stock thing that came with it. Does it matter that there's an orange hose in the garage next to a red car? This is the dilemma. This is the dilemma that I have right now. What did we end up doing? What did we end up doing? We're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna wrap this up, and oh yeah, we had to get rid of that orange freaking. It was horrible. It was so bad. I don't really care at all. I don't care at all if the end is reinforced. This is a whatever costly hose. It doesn't matter. So I made some changes. I think this is good. Like I said, I'm gonna push this over just a tiny bit. That's the end of that. This fits great, it's fine for what I need. That's it, guys. Hopefully you like this video. I know it's gonna be long, most of my videos are. I'll try to trim it down as much as I humanly can. But yeah, this is the new vacuum. I think with this new hose, this is an extremely serious option that you guys need to consider, because you could pick this vacuum up for like 160 bucks. You can get this hose. I'll link to this one. What you will need to do is try to find this central vac end. I'll try to find it. The one I bought now says no longer in stock or whatever, so I'll try to find another link for one of those. If not, that's on you, but it is a common size. It's a central vac system, so if you look at a house that has a central vacuum system, this is all that, and it slits in there for pressure fit, and it works perfect. I have no issues. This is gonna be so cool. This is, like I said, rock solid, steady, sturdy, looks good, doesn't take up a lot of room. I got my vacuum here, and 30 feet fits the whole shebang. That's basically all we have today. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are an OCD OG, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking through the shenanigans. Thank you for staying through all the crazy. We've got a lot of videos coming up. I can't wait to film them for you guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's staying safe. Hope everybody's staying happy. And hope everybody's staying humble. I'll see you guys on the next one.